Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you as always for coming back. We're here again with another Inside FM, another episode of FMTV. They are coming out at a rate of knots now, aren't they? This is the third one this week. They've released them every other day, which is fantastic because they're really giving us a lot of information about the new game, really showing us what is going on. So today we're going to do something that a little bit different for me. I know a lot of other people do this, but I haven't watched this video yet. This is the first time I'm watching this. Normally I would watch it 3, 4, 5, 6 times, take some screenshots and prepare what I wanted to say. Today we're going to watch the video and I'm going to talk about it while the video is playing. So without further ado, let's get this thing started. Okay, so there's our friend. What was
Welcome to FMTV. My name is Joe Tomlinson, and
Hi,
today
Joe.
we're talking about tactics.
Yes, tactics.
Tactics are one of the most important elements of Football Manager, and Football Manager 2018 offers plenty of ways to help you better understand tactics to get the best out of your squad on match days, alongside some new options.
Awesome.
When you click on the Tactics
Okay.
tab
Ooh,
in
look at
Football
this.
Manager 2018, you'll immediately notice a radical departure from the tactics screen of old.
Okay, so I'm just going to pause it there. So looking at that, that seems to have changed a little bit, or maybe it's because it's the 1st of July in the game, isn't it? So the stuff down at the bottom down here isn't, because down there it had sort of like was it last results and things like that, didn't it? So maybe that is why it doesn't look so cluttered. But are they trying to tell us something with this formation? Is this the game-breaking formation in FM18? I really like the look of that, actually. I want to try a back three formation, but I really struggle to get them to work. But yeah, I really still like the look of this.
There are now two distinct panels, tactics and players. The tactics section is where you select your formation, mentality and team shape and deliver team and player instructions. The players section allows you to handle team selection and change player roles, as well as specifying if you want each member of the team to use the default or personalised player instructions.
Nice,
You can
okay.
expand, reduce and pin the tactics section depending on which part of the screen you want to focus on. When the tactics section is reduced, you can still move players around the mini tactics pitch.
Oh, I
and
like
by
it.
pinning the tactics panel, you can work with both panels at the same time.
Nice.
The new tactics
That's
screen
good.
is less cluttered and easier to get to grips with without losing any functionality. Nowadays, most real-life clubs conduct a pre-match briefing ahead of their matches.
Yep.
So this has been incorporated into Football Manager 2018.
Whoa, so you can actually, so that's before sorry fella, that's not a very good place to pause, that was it. So this means you can give a team talk before you get to the stadium effectively. So this is the one before kickoff. So this is in the dressing room basically before anything. This is before you've even got to the press and the tunnel interviews and everything. This is actually going in and telling you what you're expecting of them. I like this. This looks really good.
These briefings usually occur on the eve of a match.
Okay,
and
so the
give
day
you
before.
the opportunity to explain to the squad what it is you want them to focus on in the upcoming fixture.
Scoring
You
more
can
goals
run
than your
them through
opponent.
Tactics, player, team and opposition instructions and any changes you've made to the squad.
Wow.
Your tactics analysis and scouts reports on the opposition are viewable on the right-hand side of the screen, so you can incorporate elements of these into the meeting.
Nice.
You're able to clearly gauge the reactions of the squad to everything you say on the main meeting screen as well. If you're more of a hands-off manager, then
Okay, so again, it's the running theme with the game, isn't it? All the screenshots are just so clean, but have so much information. I say it in every video, but it just looks fantastic. So again, as with a pre-match team talk, it looks like you're going to be able to give it over to your assistant manager. I don't know why you would do that. Why would you let your assistant do the team talks? They take seconds. Just do them yourself. Give them to your assistant, and he messes them up, and there's no coming back from it, is there? Do them yourself. At least you know if you messed it up, it's your fault.
then you do have the option to let your assistant do the talking for you. Analysis has also been incorporated into tactics in a more intuitive way. Firstly, you'll notice on the tactics panel that there is a dedicated analysis.
Wow, look at all that. So as you go through the season, this is going to go you're just going to get loads of extra information. This is fantastic. So obviously more negatives there than there are positives, but that gives you an awful lot of feedback on your instructions. So if you've got them set to play short passes or try and score from long range and things like that, you can see if it's working or not, and you can make those changes there rather than just trying to guess. Or that looks like it should help a lot.
Section that shows trends from your recent matches. These are clearly split out into positives and negatives.
Fantastic.
There's also now tactical analysis on your tactics pitch. The grid overlay shows areas of potential exposure, taking into account the formation and role set for each player.
So this is the green and red bits.
Areas that are red or orange show where you're particularly vulnerable.
Nice.
The analysis also highlights partnerships between your players.
Okay, so should we just move that back to bring that screen up again? So it's to where you're particularly vulnerable. Now, does that mean specifically to the opposition you're playing, or is that just in general? Because that'd be really interesting. The OCD players out there are going to be desperate not to have any red on the pitch, aren't they? But I was wondering if it was more a team chemistry thing, but it's actually the areas of the pitch that you've got covered and the areas where the opposition can exploit you, which that's, again, should help a lot.
Highlights partnerships between your players. This takes into account factors such as the role selected as well as recent performances. So, for example, players who have been successfully stringing passes together or creating opportunities for each other will be highlighted with a green connecting line indicating a strong partnership.
Is that line
green?
Possible
by the new dynamics features
I thought it was yellow.
FM18. Some new player roles also make their debut in this year's edition.
This is what I wanted to see.
Volante looks to support in both defence and attack from the defensive mid.
Okay, so those lines are what I thought they were going to be. It is players that play well together. So here we've got the new player roles. Perfect. Segundo Volante, different from the deep line playmaker in that their role is primarily a defensive one, best suited to being paired with an anchor man, and is also different from the ball-winning midfielder in that they often run with the ball or arrive with a late run into the opposition area, in much the same way as a box-to-box central midfielder does. Yeah, I don't think that's one that I'm going to use that often because I don't use an anchorman. I like a box-to-box midfielder and a deep line playmaker. I can't see that changing if I'm being honest.
Midfield position, whilst the Mezzala and the Carrilero roles are new additions in the central midfield position. The Mezzala operates centrally but strives to get into positions that an inside forward would usually occupy.
Okay.
The Carrilero, on the other hand, shuttles between midfield lines. The final new role is the inverted winger, which can be applied to either the left or the right midfielders. Some of the existing roles have been tweaked a bit too. Trequartista can now be assigned to players in the AMR or AML positions, and inverted wingbacks now have a duty to attack as well as defend.
Nice.
There are a host of new player and team instructions. You can ask your team to look for the under...
Oh, I like this. So we've got new team instructions as well as player roles. Look for the underlap. Anything else there new that I can see before we carry on? Doesn't seem to be. So the underlap, is that okay? Let's
underlap in the final third. While in the player instructions menu, you can instruct players to mark a specific position and ask central players to run wide with the ball.
Nice.
There's a new player preferred move this year too, as you can ask defenders to bring the ball out of defence, and more choices with free kicks in the set piece creator, with the ability to set different free kicks based on where the free kick is being taken from.
Wow. This is in depth. I like these changes though. They're really good. I like the detail in the set pieces as well. That's going to be really good to get hands on with. Everything there is just really, really positive and really adds depth to the whole tactical side of things. I can't wait. It's 2 weeks till the beta. Bring it on.
The tactical innovations in Football Manager 2018 make it easier to implement your tactical philosophy whilst giving you more control. With the addition of tactical analysis at the heart of the tactics screen, it's easier to judge in what areas of the pitch your tactic leaves you vulnerable.
Absolutely.
And the pre-match briefing allows you to find out what the players are thinking too.
Oh, sorry, I've just got to go back a tiny little bit there to this screen here. Where is it? Hang on, let me move forward a bit. It's where he brought up the little opposition one up here. So that also shows where your opposition are vulnerable as well. So really could get those tactical geniuses out there, could really exploit opposition weaknesses there. That's a good little formation they've got there. They're only weak up front, aren't they? So, oh, I can't wait now. I cannot wait.
To sum it up, Tactics in FM18 offers more possibilities, is easier to use and gives better feedback. Keep an eye out for more episodes of FMTV, and for more information on Football Manager 2018, visit footballmanager.com.
Right. Well, I'm loving that. That looks absolutely fantastic. The tactics was one of the things I was really looking forward to hearing about because of the screens that we saw in the very first video with the red and the green on the pitch and the lines between the players. I was bang on with the lines between the players. I think that was pretty self-explanatory, that they're the players that play well together, that combine well. I was slightly out with the red and the green on the grid, but the fact that it shows where you could be vulnerable, where you're strong, and the fact that it shows it on the opposition tactics as well, really steps things up, I think. And again, it just seems to add so much depth, and those screens look fantastic. They really look beautiful, and definitely I will not be downloading a third-party skin this time. That is for sure. So that is it for this, guys. It's the first time I've done a reaction video like this. As I say, I normally watch it a few times, take some screenshots, and then sort of like digest it and have a think about it. So if you like this, smash a like, leave a comment as well. Let me know what you think of all these new tactical setups. Are you going to use the new player roles, the inverted winger, and looking for the underlap and things like that? Are you going to be looking to set up detailed free kick routines depending on where you are on the pitch? Yeah, just get involved. Let me know what you think so far of how FM18 is looking like, and I guess I will see you in a couple of days, because if these videos are coming out this regularly, you can expect me to be doing mine. So yeah, subscribe if you haven't already, guys, and I will speak to you again soon. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.